Something deep within you has been yearning for resolution. You've prayed, fasted, and wept, seeking a sign that your life still holds promise. The weight has been heavy, but at this very moment, a powerful shift in the atmosphere is declaring that your greatest prayer is on the brink of being answered. If you've ever felt like giving up, hold on. Chosen ones. This is no coincidence. This moment has been divinely orchestrated to reassure you that something remarkable is about to unfold in your life. Stay with me for at least 12 minutes, and you will receive undeniable confirmation that you are on the verge of a breakthrough beyond anything you've imagined. Before we go further, I encourage you to like this message. Subscribe and comment 77 below as a declaration of your readiness to receive. Then, in your natural voice, leave a second comment, ready for what's next. By doing this, you are aligning yourself with the flow of blessings and stepping into a season of extraordinary transformation. Chapter 1. You felt the void and longed for more. You wake up every morning with an ache in your heart, an awareness that something crucial is missing from your life. It's more than just wanting a better job or a healthier body. There's a profound sense that your very destiny is somehow delayed. You feel it in the silence of night, in the weight of your own doubts, and sometimes in the unexpected tears that well up from nowhere. You've asked yourself why you seem destined for struggle when others glide through life with seeming ease. Yet you can't quiet the internal nudge telling you there is more. That nudge is not your imagination. It's God whispering that your purpose is too monumental to be drowned out by everyday chaos. Even so, the void grows heavier. Maybe you've tried to fill it with external fixes, new relationships, fancy possessions, or the endless scroll of social media, but nothing sticks. The hunger remains. This is a hunger only a divine gift can satisfy. Deep down, you know your spirit is awaiting something bigger, some wonder that transcends paychecks and recognition. You sense that you, as one of God's chosen ones, are meant to carry a unique spark into the world, and it hurts when people around you don't see it. You may have shared your dreams, only to be met with dismissive smirks or well-meaning warnings to be realistic. Friends and family who once cheered you on now avoid the conversation, unsure how to react to your unwavering belief in a miracle. Each disappointment, each day of waiting, has threatened to erode your faith. You sometimes question if you misheard God's promise. Did you fabricate it in a moment of desperation? Or is it a genuine calling? Yet if you look back, you'll see moments of subtle confirmation. Perhaps you stumbled upon a quote at the exact second you needed encouragement, or an opportunity briefly opened, just enough to reveal a glimmer of possibility. Those hints weren't accidents. They were divine breadcrumbs to keep you walking toward your destined encounter. Every tear, every heartbreak has been forging your resilience, like pressure that forms a diamond. That might sound like a hollow consolation, but the pain you've endured is about to become the stage for your impending blessing. This is why you must stay alert. The shift you feel is more than a random wave of hope. It's the spiritual alarm clock going off, letting you know something extraordinary is at the door. The emptiness was always a precursor to fullness. You had to learn the shape of the void so you'd recognize the magnitude of what's filling it. As you hold on to that truth, remember, you're not alone in this. Countless chosen ones across the globe are experiencing the same restlessness. God is aligning hearts and minds simultaneously because the gift you're about to receive is no small trinket. It's a life-altering blessing that carries weight, responsibility, and immeasurable joy. Keep that in your heart. Your yearning has a purpose. The void was never meant to break you. It was meant to ready you for the extraordinary gift that will soon change your life forever. Chapter 2. You're on the brink of receiving what you cannot yet name you. Stand at the threshold of a mystery you can't quite describe. It's like sensing a coming storm long before the clouds gather. You may have tried giving it names, breakthrough, destiny, favor, but the truth is, the gift poised to enter your life defies any labels. You only know it's immense, divine, and tailored specifically for you. There's a heightened awareness in your spirit, as though every fiber of your being is vibrating with anticipation. At first, this excitement might feel like anxiety. The unknown often stirs up a whirlwind of questions. Will I be good enough to handle this blessing? What if I fail under its weight? Those doubts creep in precisely because the magnitude of what's coming dwarfs any previous accomplishment in your life. Understand that the very fact you sense it so strongly is proof you're prepared. God doesn't dangle illusions. If you can feel it this tangibly, it means your spirit has been gradually fortified for this moment. Yet you can't help but wonder why it's taken so long. The waiting can be excruciating, especially when your surroundings don't reflect the urgency you feel inside. While you toil in a job that barely pays the bills, or sit alone in a room that feels too quiet, you ask how a blessing of cosmic proportions could ever find you in such an ordinary space. But that is the beauty of divine gifts. They defy logic and practicality. They find you when you least expect it, yet when you most need it. This is why God often chooses moments of perceived lack or impossibility for grand revelations. It removes any doubt that your blessing was orchestrated by the divine and not by human engineering. You also sense a subtle shift in your relationships. Some people are pulling away, making you question what you did wrong. Others are coming closer, seemingly out of nowhere. This recalibration is part of preparing your life for what's about to be placed in your hands. When a chosen one stands at the brink of receiving an unimaginable gift, certain energies can't coexist with that blessing. Whether they leave by conflict or drift away quietly, these connections are exiting so you can step into the fullness of what's next. Then there are the unlikely supporters, new faces or distant acquaintances who suddenly offer guidance, resources, or encouragement. These individuals are divinely positioned, stepping into your life right on time. They may not understand the full scope of what God is doing in you, but they feel drawn to assist. Welcome their help. See it as another sign you're on the right track. God often uses unlikely messengers to confirm your path, ensuring you realize this blessing belongs to you, and no one can lay claim to orchestrating your success. Keep in mind, you're not standing at the edge of just any change. What's coming will redefine how you see yourself and how others perceive you. It's a moment so pivotal that even your small actions and decisions will carry multiplied impact. You might not yet have the words to articulate it, but rest assured, your spirit recognizes the impending shift. It's right there, an unnamed blessing knocking on the door, waiting for your heartfelt invitation to enter. Chapter 3. Your past struggles were training for this moment. You've questioned why your journey was marked by constant trials, why God allowed betrayal, financial ruin, or heartbreak to interrupt your dreams. You wondered if you were cursed or if destiny had overlooked your prayers, but every disappointment and setback was molding you. Each tear that fell became an investment in your future, preparing you for a reward that ordinary challenges could never have equipped you to handle. This might be hard to stomach when your scars still ache. The flashbacks of people walking out on you, the memory of your bank account hitting zero, the nights you spent wrestling with despair. These experiences are not just random misfortunes, they are the very crucible in which your endurance and faith were forged. Like steel and fire, you became stronger with each blaze of adversity. God uses such moments to refine chosen ones, ensuring that when the miracle arrives, you won't squander it through insecurity or unpreparedness. Consider any legendary hero's story. They seldom rise to greatness without enduring intense trials. The same pattern applies to you. Your season of struggle wasn't divine punishment, but a customized training ground. How else would you learn compassion if not by experiencing need? How else would you cultivate resilience without facing repeated letdowns? It's in the storm that you discover how deeply your roots go, and God wanted yours to run deep enough to sustain the magnitude of the blessing about to land. It's also worth noting that your perseverance has been an inspiration to those watching from the sidelines. Even if they never said a word, some friends or relatives might have doubted your choices, but secretly admired your grit. Your unwavering faith in the midst of chaos has sowed seeds in the hearts of others. Now, as you stand on the precipice of receiving a gift so profound, your breakthrough will confirm that enduring in God's plan is always worthwhile. More than a personal victory, it becomes a living testimony that faith and tenacity lead to unimaginable results. Of course, the pain and confusion felt endless at times. You might have pleaded with God, "Is there no simpler path?" Yet often, The path to greatness is paved with challenges that weed out half-hearted commitment. You persisted when giving up seemed easier. You prayed when cynicism appeared more logical. You might have stumbled, but you got back up each time. A bit wiser, a bit tougher. That's what sets chosen ones apart. They might bend, but they don't break. They might weep, but they don't lose hope. Now, all those experiences are converging into a single moment, a cosmic payoff for every tear, every heartbreak, every instance of near defeat. The next door that opens will illuminate why you had to walk through so many dark corridors first. It's as if the difficulties themselves were keys, each forging part of the lock you're about to open. So don't resent your past struggles. Embrace them as the training regimen designed specifically by God to prepare you for a supernatural gift that requires more than casual desire. It requires the seasoned resolve you've honed through countless trials. Chapter 4. You must discern between the real and the counterfeit. You stand at a crossroads where multiple doors beckon, each promising some version of success, fulfillment, or love. Not every door, however, is from God. When the enemy senses that you're on the verge of a monumental blessing, distractions emerge, opportunities that look shiny but conceal traps. You must remain vigilant. Chosen ones often find themselves facing counterfeits designed to derail them just when their real breakthrough is imminent. Discernment is your shield. If a relationship or deal arises that demands you compromise core values, you can be certain it isn't a gift from the divine. Gifts from God uplift you without requiring you to forsake your integrity, peace, or dignity. Watch how these offers make your spirit feel. Do you sense turbulence in your heart? Do you catch yourself rationalizing why you should proceed, even though every instinct signals danger? That unrest is a warning from your spirit. Another red flag is urgency without clarity. God's true blessings may arrive unexpectedly, but they don't usually come with manipulative pressure. Be wary of people who push you to decide immediately, especially if the proposal drastically impacts your finances, relationships, or spiritual life. The adrenaline rush of big opportunities can blind you to subtle manipulations. Step back, pray, and trust that if it's truly your blessing, it won't vanish just because you took a moment to seek wisdom. Counterfeits often appear as a near-perfect reflection of what you've prayed for, but with slight distortions. Imagine longing for a soulmate, and you meet someone who speaks all the right words, but demands you hide your faith. Or you crave financial stability, and a job offer surfaces with triple the salary, but an environment that erodes your ethics. These near misses exist to test how deeply you trust God's timing and how firmly you stand in your values. Perhaps the hardest part is that counterfeits can temporarily satisfy your immediate desires. They provide a fleeting thrill that mimics a true blessing. Over time, though, the cracks reveal themselves. The person who seems supportive starts to undermine your purpose. The job that offered fast money drains your passion until you barely recognize yourself. By the time you realize it, you've invested energy and resources that are difficult to recover. This is why you must remain grounded in the conviction that God's gifts come with a sense of peace and alignment, even when they stretch your comfort zone. Yes, His blessings can require leaps of faith, but these leaps feel orchestrated rather than coerced. You'll notice confirmations lining up, timely scriptures, random messages from friends, or an unshakable calm in your spirit. That's how you know you're dealing with divine favor, not a counterfeit creation meant to sabotage you. Your best line of defense is prayerful reflection. Before stepping into any major decision, pause. Talk to God, tune into your spirit, and compare the situation against the values you hold sacred. The more you practice discernment, the quicker you'll spot what's real versus what's fake. Remember, the enemy wouldn't bother sending decoy, as if he weren't on the brink of something incredible. Keep your eyes open and your faith unwavering. The authentic gift is worth the wait, and your discernment is key to safeguarding it. Chapter 5. You're unlocking supernatural favor through faith. You wrestled with doubt repeatedly, yet each time you managed to keep moving forward on the strength of your faith. That faith, however small it might feel, is the currency of the spiritual realm. While the world measures success by credentials or fame, Chosen ones know unwavering belief triggers favor that money can't buy, and you're about to witness that firsthand. Faith can seem fragile, especially when circumstances scream that nothing is improving. But faith is a bold claim on unseen realities. Each time you trusted God's plan over your limited view, you forged a link to divine provision. Now those links are about to yield supernatural results. Think back to a time when you faced a bill you had no way of covering. Perhaps you prayed or hastily wrote in a journal, "God, make a way." Then a check arrived, or you stumbled on unexpected funds. It may have felt like luck, but it was really a glimpse of what faith can unlock on a grander scale, whether in career, relationships, or doors you never thought possible. Faith also reshapes your mindset. You shift from reacting to negative situations to anticipating good outcomes. This sense of expectancy becomes a magnet for matching opportunities and people. It's not magical thinking, but spiritual synergy. God flows to the channels you open with your faith, aligning blessings to intersect your path at precisely the right time. Some may call your faith naive, believing that facts alone govern reality. Yet miracles by nature defy standard logic. While you shouldn't ignore facts, they don't override divine power. Yes, the facts might say your credit score is too low or your talent is untested, but if God ordains it, no statistic can block it. That's the heart of supernatural favor. This doesn't mean abandoning common sense. Instead, you pair faith with responsible action, doing what you can and trusting God to do what you can't. God's timing is never off. The instant your back hits the wall could be the moment everything changes. You haven't endured hardships for nothing. The favor coming your way is significant, destined to impact you and everyone who witnesses your journey. So hold fast, even if things look grim. Faith is the fuel propelling you toward the blessing promised to you. Each day you sustain hope, you're forging a reality that will soon emerge in jaw-dropping ways, revealing God's extraordinary goodness. Chapter 6. Your readiness demands bold action. Now you might be tempted to sit back and hope God drops this gift into your lap. But divine blessings often require a human catalyst. Imagine the blessing as a seed of potential and your actions as the fertile ground in which it grows. Chosen ones aren't passive observers. They co-labor with God, merging faith and effort to produce extraordinary results. If you feel prompted, whether to apply for an ambitious job, share your story more widely, or break an unhealthy cycle, this is your moment. You've spent months or years preparing. Don't retreat now that the opportunity stands open. Boldness sometimes involves risk, including possible rejection or embarrassment. But failing to try is the only true failure. Each step of faith sends a clear signal that you're ready for the gift God is about to provide. Inaction, however, conveys mixed messages, as if you believe the promise but cling to your comfort zone, a place where destinies rarely flourish. Boldness isn't recklessness. Be both prayerful and strategic. Research your options, pray over them, then act decisively. Look for timely confirmations, unexpected phone calls, advice from strangers, or well-timed emails. These aren't mere coincidences. They're divine nudges reminding you to keep going. During this pivotal stage, set firm boundaries. Once people sense you're entering a season of favor, some may latch onto your momentum for their own ends or try to sow doubt. Guard your focus. Protect your energy. Politely decline requests that drain you or clash with your higher calling. Maintaining a clear mind and resolute spirit is vital to fulfilling your mission. Above all, keep an open, expectant heart. Every bold step is like a key turning in the lock of heaven's door, bringing you closer to unlocking the fullness of your blessing. This isn't luck. It's a convergence of persistent faith and perfect timing. Your actions matter. By moving forward bravely, you're declaring you're ready for the answer to your prayers. Once God sees that readiness, the delivery of your miracle accelerates in ways that defy normal explanation. So embrace bold, focused action. Combine it with prayer, gratitude, and watchful anticipation. You stand on the brink of something extraordinary, and every courageous move shapes the path to seeing that promise fully realized. Chapter 7. You are poised to receive the extraordinary. It's as if you're standing at the edge of a vast ocean, about to wade into uncharted depths. The anticipation thrills and unnerves you simultaneously, but your heart confirms it's real, and it's happening soon. You, the chosen ones, have persevered through waiting, honed your discernment, activated your faith, and prepared through bold action. All that remains is to receive. Yet receiving isn't passive. It's a conscious readiness of spirit. By liking, subscribing, and commenting, 77, you've already declared your openness. Now let your heart echo that declaration daily. Each morning, affirm you're ready for your blessing. Each night, thank God, as though it's already here. This sustained gratitude is like a magnet, drawing the extraordinary into your life with surprising speed. Don't expect your miracle to arrive in a predictable package. God often wraps blessings in ways that challenge our assumptions. A job offer may morph into a creative collaboration. A future partner might appear when you're occupied with something else entirely. Stay flexible and open. The extraordinary rarely fits within our limited plans. When this blessing arrives, it won't just elevate you, it will empower you to serve a higher calling. Maybe you'll gain a platform that lets you uplift others or new finances that support charitable work. A healed relationship could become a testimony of hope for those facing heartbreak. Whatever form it takes, your miracle is woven into your mission as a chosen one, to bless and illuminate the world around you. Use it responsibly, letting your story of receiving fuel kindness and generosity. As you step into your divine elevation, safeguard your peace. Not everyone will rejoice in your breakthrough. Some may respond with envy or misunderstanding. Surround yourself with those who respect your journey and acknowledge the authenticity of your gift. Your light can only shine its brightest when shielded from negativity. This is your time to walk with renewed confidence. Let gratitude replace complaints and faith take the place of hesitation. When challenges arise, view them as temporary setbacks rather than impossible barriers. You are now operating under a different set of principles, ones defined by favor and breakthrough. With every step forward, you anchor yourself more firmly in this new reality. Above all, celebrate without hesitation. Let your joy bear witness to the dark nights you overcame and the unwavering faith that carried you through. This is not the conclusion. It is the beginning of an even greater chapter. You stood at the edge and believed. Now step forward and claim the extraordinary destiny that has always been yours.